first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibler. As always, we appreciate you joining us. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as we do every weekday, starting around 1 p.m., going throughout the afternoon. You can find us on our YouTube channel at kptv.com, or, of course, on the Fox 12 Oregon apps. And we get to have some good discussions about things, well, all kinds of things, really, but this is something that you can go out and do. We're talking about the 7th annual Willamette Valley Ornament Hunt. That is right. You can go out and hunt for some ornaments. And we're going to talk about how that all works out and where you can go and really the history of this right now, because we are joined by Becca Barnhart, marketing manager from the Willamette Valley Visitors Association. And Becca, thanks for being here with us. Appreciate your time. And, I'm excited to learn about how to go hunt for some ornaments, but can we talk about the beginning of this, and really with the Willamette Valley Visitors Association in general and how this all got started?
Sure. Yes. Thanks for having me. In 2018, we were chosen, the Willamette National Forest was chosen to donate the Capitol Christmas tree in Washington, D.C. So I don't know if anyone remembers, but we kind of followed that trail all the way to Washington, D.C. from the Willamette National Forest. And we decided that year was so important for the forest, we wanted to do something extra special. So we started laying ornaments in the forest that year, and we're now on to our 7th year of doing that.
So when you talk about putting ornaments out there, and we're talking about Willamette National Forest, now from what I understand is also Umpqua National Forest as well as involved in this. So you're partnering with I guess let's talk about where are the ornaments sourced from to start off with.
We actually use a local maker out of Portland called 20 Leagues. They're beautiful handmade ornaments, hand-designed ornaments out of wood. They make all sorts of creations, really cute, quirky creations every year. But this year, every year we do change our design, and they work with us every year to make sure that we've got something that is Willamette Valley focused, or that delivers a message we want to deliver with the contest. It keeps people excited and gives them another style for their tree every year.
And what is that message that you're hoping to deliver with these?
So every year the main message of this is to get out to the forest. We want people to go out and recreate in the Willamette National and the Umpqua National Forest. We want them to hike, have a memory with their family, have a great time, especially in the winter season. Just because it's a little bit colder, chillier, doesn't mean it's not a great, beautiful place to go. So we want to make sure that the recreation is happening in those areas and that those trails are being visited all year round.
That is 100% true. I mean, you may think, especially when it's not raining right now, it's a great time to go out on a hike. And so when you go about this, how do you decide where you're going to put them? And obviously, we're not going to give any spoilers on exactly where anything's located. But how do you go about deciding where to place some of these ornaments in all these different places that you could choose from?
Well, we are very fortunate. We have a team of volunteers, the Cascade Volunteers organization that works with the Willamette National Forest and the Umpqua National Forest. They work on the forest all year round. So they are cutting trees, they're to move debris for trails. They are fixing up fire-affected areas. They are really working all the time. And these volunteers love this contest, and they love the fact that they get to participate. So they work with us every year. We start in March, and we talk about which trails we did last year, how we're going to make sure we concentrate in some areas, especially if some areas have been fire affected or weather affected. We kind of take their expertise and we put the ornaments in their hands literally in August, and they decide at that point where they're going to go, and they lay them, and it's a surprise to us too at the association.
So these are all out there on these trails, and these are publicly accessible, obviously. And so for people out there who want to go do this, how do they know, what trails they could possibly find something on?
Yep. So we only lay on non-wilderness trails, and let me also mention that that these volunteers track these ornaments for us. So we abide by the no trace principles to make sure that everything is picked up by the end of this contest. So we actually have them geo-marked by the volunteers, and we do a sweep every couple weeks to make sure we know which ornaments have been found, which ones are still there, and so we have an accurate count. And then we pick up all of those ornaments at the end of the hunt, if there's anything left over, which there usually isn't. But we work with them at the beginning of the season and we figure out where the best ones are to lay. We make sure we are using trails that are all accessible friendly. So families, they might have strollers, someone who may not be as mobile. We make sure that we have lots of options for any visitor of any ability.
So that way everybody can get involved and try to find one of these. So looking at it, from a standpoint of somebody going out there, you mentioned, it could be for any ability. What are some good tips and tricks for somebody going out to look for an ornament? Is this going to be something you can see easily from the trail, or do you have to, peek around a little bit? What kind of advice would you have for people?
So again, we do list the trails on our website on the day the contest opens. So we have all of the ornaments laid, and then on that one day, this year it was November 15th, it would just open to the public to see which trails have all of the ornaments laid on them. And then what we do is we kind of, like I said, when the volunteers go out and track and see which ones have been picked up, we then kind of lay hints on our social media channels, on our website. We mark off the trails that have been all picked up. And so we make sure we get a little bit more of those hints to the public so they get a little bit of better experience during their hike.
And at the end of the day, too, for somebody who does find an ornament, I know they can enter in for something else as well.
They enter into a contest for a weekend away in the Willamette Valley. So we have a family package where we make sure that they have a great time, 2 overnights, lots of food and fun, and we get them out whenever is convenient for that, whoever finds it. You have to enroll your number on the back of your ornament into our website, willamettevalley.org/ornament, and then you'll be registered in the contest to win a overnight getaway.
Well, and at the end of the day, as you mentioned, this is working with a local company who's creating these ornaments, but it's to get people out into the wilderness, of the Willamette Valley and to really see it and explore it. And for you, working for who you work for and being the marketing manager, what do you think are some of the biggest reasons that people should go out and explore what's here so close to us?
I mean, I think the winter season hiking, there's nothing better in the Willamette National Forest and the Umpqua National Forest. There's also a really great time for making memories with your family at this time of year. And getting outside and doing those memories, having those memories made is really important, especially because we're around such beautiful forested land. So getting out there, recreating, making a memory, maybe getting a keepsake that you'll always remember on your tree or wherever you choose to hang it is just a fun way to experience the holiday season.
I mean, I imagine the fun is, the hunt. Yeah, if you get one, great. But if you don't, it's still,
Absolutely.
as you mentioned, you're still getting out there and enjoying it.
You're still hopefully making a memory.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for everybody out there who wants to participate in this and maybe would want to, obviously go out there and check this out, you mentioned the website. Can you tell us what that is again and where people can go to take a look at everything associated with this?
Sure. It's willamettevalley.org/ornament. And on there, you'll find the hub. That's the hub of the whole contest, the whole hunt. You'll find trail ideas and eventually hints. You'll find things to do around those areas. So where to maybe spend the night if you're planning for a long weekend, a place to eat, a place to go shopping, and those wonderful communities around the forest. And then you'll find how to register your ornament if you're lucky enough to find one.
Fantastic. Well, Becca, thank you very much for having some time with us, and appreciate what you're doing. And yeah, as you mentioned, get out there and explore what Oregon has to offer. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 12 Now.
Thank you so much for having me.
And for everybody watching, again, we are live. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back at 1:30 p.m. And again, on whatever platform you're on right now, that's where I'll be, whether you're watching this live or afterward. Both great ways to do it. I'm going to be talking, though, about Star Wars at 1:30 p.m. You may have seen some of Skeleton Crew. It's out now. We've got 2 of the stars of Skeleton Crew who are going to be joining us for this show. As I mentioned, we cover a wide range of topics here, so you can check out all of those things on, again, whatever platform you're on, whether that's our YouTube channel, KPTV.com, or the Fox 12 Oregon apps. Thanks for joining us. I will talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibler. This is Fox 12 Now.